what should I do not to get bulky and just tone my body? Right. Hello. You have mentioned that you have got heavier joining and exercising at gym. There are many factors due to which you feel heavier and actually way heavier than ever before. One healthy observation would whether you have gained muscle mass or is it fat. For example, if you wanted to be shaved and toned, if not way heavier than before, then followings are a must. No sugar intake or say pretty negligible amount to get started, to no sugar lifestyle, not to miss any meal, silly to ignore meals for losing fat. So this is very important concept. If you are looking for losing fat and you think that you are going to skip your meal and that is going to sort of have you lose fat, that is not true. That is not going to work. What is going to work is calorie deficit, and by calorie deficit I mean you cannot actually skip your meal. You can actually try to have foods that are that provides less calories but are more nutritious. So not to miss any meal, increased protein intake, any supplements which are available, so many of them are available in markets and you can include them for a protein rich diet. Fresh green leafy vegetables and salad etc. are of utmost prime importance. Leafy green leaf is all about your fiber intake, and fibers are really best instruments in the nutrition world that help you reduce that belly fat or any other fatty compound that has gotten aggregated within your body. Another most important concept is proper sleep. More water intake. Adequate water intake is I think very underrated. It's less spoken about. Adequate water intake is a must in this 24/7 process, where you are not just looking to do a process for just few hours. You are on 24/7 and you have to take care of your water intake no matter what. More cardio, concentrated exercises at gym if you are looking to lose fat, and cardio actually gives you strength to really work out in a way that is giving you strength as well, because core muscles are everything, even for your strength, even if you are looking to gain muscle mass and everything and lose weight as well. So cardio is a supreme technique that is going to help you out in achieving those goals. Have cardio sessions maximum number of times is all I mean. Ignore overtraining, meaning lifting too heavy and longer training sessions. All the best. You should be good to take away this observation that by starting going to gym you are getting heavier, bulkier day by day. If you do not want to see that, just concentrate on your diet more. Include more nutritious food. By more nutritious food I mean more fiber intake, more protein rich diet, and less carbs, and if possible just try to have a look on your calories and remain in deficit every single week if you want to monitor it that way. What are the advantages of having a muscular or athletic body? This is one of my favorite questions. Advantages of having a muscular body or being a fit man. Look, well, I personally feel great, enthusiastic, energetic, way more productive, and really feel satisfied to sticking to what I feel is just awesome. None other than maintaining aesthetic look. Human eye relates to beauty of aesthetics. Lean proportionate body mass, that V-shaped body type is an awe to any human eye. अभी जब बॉडी बिल्डिंग की बात आई थी तो शायद हम लोगों के सबसे बेहतरीन इंडियन हीरो है जॉन इब्राहिम। मैं उनका बहुत बड़ा फैन था जब उनकी फोर्स मूवी निकली थी, और तब ऐसा लगा था कि यार अगर ये एस्थेटिक लुक होना चाहिए बॉडी का तो ऐसा होना चाहिए। जॉन इब्राहिम एंड दैट लुक इन द फोर्स मूवी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स the best of the best martial artist, our own Vidyut Jamwal. So his body, his athletic guts is something that inspired me to join the fitness world, learn more about all these techniques, how the things are done, read more about it on every single day basis, and why workout, how is workout done, how these techniques are applied. तो ये सभी लर्न किया। तो इसमें ये ही है कि भाई बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं जिनको सभी को लगा के 24/7 प्रोसेस बनता है और उससे आपके रिजल्ट्स आने के चांसेस बेटर हो जाते हैं। बट इट्स नॉट अ वन डे प्रोसेस. रोम वाजंट बिल्ट इन अ सिंगल डे. सो या, इट्स years and years of practice and training that goes in. So, advantages of having a muscular body. So, well, I personally feel great, enthusiastic, energetic, way more productive, and really feel satisfied to sticking to what I feel is just awesome. None other than maintaining the aesthetic look. Human eye relates to beauty of aesthetics. Lean, proportionate body mass, that V-shaped type body is an awe to any human eye. Functionally, you have a lifestyle where you eat in the most nutritious, the most healthiest, and you sleep like a baby. And it's very important when it comes to sleeping. And when you have good meal, timely based routine for your whatever you give your body, so that is really important. And emotionally you get way more stronger, way bolder and confident. Self faith grows way up than ever before. You lose anxiety, you lose depression, you lose junk thoughts. Anger issues are also handled up when you take that aggressive energy. You have to channel that energy. उसे बोलते हैं कि जो भी आपकी एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी है वो कभी कभी एंगर में बाहर आती है, तो उस एनर्जी को एक अच्छे लेवल पे चैनल कर दो तो वो बेटर। और चैनल करने का एक अच्छा तरीका है टू गो एंड वर्क आउट इन जिम्स रेगुलरली। सो चैनल दोज एनर्जीज, जो भी एक्स्ट्रा अंदर गुबार है वो सारा जाके जिम में जाके अच्छे से कड़ी मेहनत करो और फिर जिम के बाहर आने वो सभी चीज़ें फिर ज़्यादा रहेगी नहीं। यू विल हैव जस्ट सफिशिएंट एनर्जी टू डील विद योर अदर एक्टिविटीज इन अ डे, right? So emotionally you get way more stronger. You just smile and you start believing in hope and the power of hoping to have good things around you, right? So that means you have developed discipline, purpose, faith and hunger, which by all means contribute to emotional peace according to me. And life is pretty balanced then, because physical pain from my point of view is a necessity to a lot of your regular day activity. I mean, whatever you do, whatever things you practice, if there is no physical pain, I don't think there is that kind of presence around you. ऐसा presence feel नहीं होता है कि you are present in the moment. Physical pain lets you realize the moments. एक एक moment का पता लग रहा होता है। ओ आज काफ में दर्द हो रहा है, ओ आज थोड़ा बैक पेन है, आज थोड़ा बाइसेप्स में पेन, आज ट्राइसेप्स में पेन है, आज नेक में हल्का पेन हो रहा है, आज ट्रैप्स दुख रहे हैं। तो ऐसी चीज़ें आपको थोड़ा ये फील कराती है कि यू हैव वर्कड हार्ड फॉर योर फिजिक, यू आर डूइंग समथिंग फॉर योर अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑफ योर बॉडी एंड फिजिक. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स विल मेक अ मेंटल इम्पैक्ट on your mindset, and this is a bigger route to discipline. And as very famously Mike Tyson says, without discipline you are nothing and you gain nothing in your life. So discipline is of utmost should be of utmost priority and importance if it is not already. Regards. Another one is, do you really need to eat a lot to gain muscle? Look, muscle gain is all about कि भाई आप एक्सरसाइज करें और एक न्यूट्रिशियस फूड खाएं. ईट अ लॉट का मीनिंग ये नहीं है कि आपने जंक्स स्टार्ट कर दिए जो बेसिकली आपको आपका ट्रांस फैट बोलते हैं, एक सैचुरेटेड फैट्स हैं, वो बॉडी में इनटेक ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. वो सिर्फ एक फैटी रहेगा, आपकी कोई स्ट्रेंथ नहीं बढ़ रही होगी. सो जहाँ पे मसल गेनिंग की बात आती है वो आती है एक फिजिकल पेन फर्स्ट विच इज डन विद वर्कआउट्स, एंड नेक्स्ट इज विद क्वालिटी मील्स, प्रोटीन रिच डाइट, द हेल्दीएस्ट ऑफ कार्ब्स विदाउट फैट, no sugar. So sugar, what it does is it also converts to energy, and the excess energy converts to fat. So you don't want a lot of sugar also, so avoid sugars. And just that calorie deficit if you are looking to lose, but if you are looking to gain muscle, have increased protein intake, increased carb intake, and you will definitely go in parallel with your workouts and see the differences. So following are the 98% factors that determine quality muscle gain, and that are true to my experience of around a decade in this field. Workout intensity, number one. Strength training, lifting, core strength, etc. Sleep schedule, proper sleep and rest for best recovery. Quality food intake, again, remember, not the quantity matters here. Example, you have got to replace all your junks, beers, soft drinks, pizzas, burgers, meat, etc. with proteins, fibers and greens. I mean all your fibers, green leafy vegetables, salads, for as longer as you can imagine to really see the results you could ever think of. Workout intervals. You can't gain what greats gained over their careers of more than 20 years of training and dieting. Greats like Arnold, the God, Phil Heath. Um, Persistency is the key in almost all of their stories. Whoever do you see, whoever you see on the NPC bodybuilding stage and the Mr. Olympia bodybuilding competition, I mean, these are the athletes that have been working out for more than 20 years with bigger teams. So yeah, eating surely is the major factor that drives the gains or loss, or say fatty gain. Again, all that depends on quality food intake and not quantity, complemented by years of hard working fitness schedule that develops the right mindset. The factors should indeed be divided 70-30 in the 70-30 ratio. That's 30% genetics as well. I mean, genetics is overall a different concept, but then yeah, that should not stop you from working out. But yeah, nobody can ignore genetics if you're talking about competing. There is an edge with everyone, and human body and posture is something that is also dependent on your genes as well. That could be fortunes for many, that there could be not so fortune events for many people out there, and what could be done. So just ignore the things that are not there in your control, but try to control 100% of the things that are there in your control, really. So talking about genetics, so genetics play a bigger part if you are competing in bodybuilding. If you do have those kind of genetics, it does give you edge. And genetics is again is surely a talent, but talent has to be brushed as well. वो एक बोलते हैं हिंदी में कहावत, करत करत अभ्यास के जन्मति होत सुजान, रसरी आवत जातते सिल पर परत निशान. इसका मीनिंग ये है कि भाई विदाउट हार्ड वर्क और विदाउट प्रैक्टिस उसको कंसिस्टेंट परसिवरेंस और एक्सरसाइज के उस टैलेंट का भी ज़्यादा कुछ कर नहीं पाओगे. आप किसी को देखते हो कि उसका ग्रोथ बहुत अच्छा रहता है, बट एक कंसिस्टेंसी है जो एक विनर को सेट असाइड कर देती है फ्रॉम अदर्स. एंड kudos to others as well, but then winners is like a winner. There is only one king among the whole crowd. So that's the part. Or someone got ripped much earlier than it took you to get that physique. So this is about genetics, and I can say that genetics play big part, especially in fitness or physique workouts in many ways. Example, don't be surprised if someone gained doubled what you gained for that particular workout period, or someone got ripped much earlier than it took you to get that physique. वो लोग देखे हैं ना कि जो कितना भी ज़्यादा हेल्दी ईटिंग कर लेते हैं, कितना भी ज़्यादा जंक फूड खा लेते हैं, बट उनका वेट कभी भी बढ़ता नहीं है. बॉलीवुड से बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है विकी कौशल. उनके बारे में उनके कलीग्स ही बताते हैं वीलॉग्स पे भी और काफ़ी ज़्यादा अदर एंटरटेनमेंट चैनल्स पर लाइक जूम वगैरह पे कि भाई ये खाता इतना है सारे दिन बट इसको वेट गेन नहीं होता. सो दिस इज ऑल जीन्स एंड यू कैन नॉट रियली डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं खाता हूँ तो भाई मेरा तो अगले दिन ही ब्लोटेड फीलिंग आ जाती है, स्टमक एकदम बाहर आ जाता है और वर्कआउट के बाद ही वो ब्लोटिंग फीलिंग चली जाती है. सो those genetic advantages you cannot do anything about it, but 90% of the cases if you are eating poor, the result will be poor, and it will be a miracle if with your genes, then you are really fortunate enough if you are eating junk and you are not gaining weight. And this goes the other pole as well of losing weight as well. So both things are there. So people have exceptional genetics, great metabolism, test levels, etc. So it majorly depends on genetic as well. However, none can change the fact that even if you got super Arnold genes, you have got to work that very hard and smart to see those genes reflecting and syncing with the amount of work you put in with your physique. So happy workouts and lead the fitness lifestyle you want to lead anyway. What else can I take? Is somebody talking about what are the main differences between Superdrol, Anadrol and Dianabol? I think they're talking about some compound drugs that basically help you in lot of muscle and fat gain as well, and they are like adding to that supernatural power that is not usually available with other supplements. And regarding this topic, I have just one advice: never ever go for it if you are not willing or not dreaming to stand next to Phil Heath on that Mr. Olympia stage. It sounds very demotivating, but kudos to every other sport athlete who uses these compound drugs, or the DECA and all other things, these external tests, testosterone producing chemicals. But it's out there in the open. But the overall point is what really your dream is, what really your requirement is, how you want to get there. And even the athletes who take these chemicals, it's not a guarantee that it's gonna really work wonders for you, except of this artificial energy and artificial things that are getting into your body. First of all, your body shuts down all the natural things that it is used to in a lifestyle for producing on its own. But suppose if it is taken from an external source, so automatically body will shut it down. And if you do not have those kind of dreams and those kind of aims and goals to stand next to Mr. Phil Heath in the Mr. Olympia, I don't see any sense in using the external testosterone chemicals and supplements. These are not advisable, at least on my podcast, at least on my videos, at least on my advisory. No, a big no. You can watch other athletes too. Somebody who has done a great work in coming out and really telling about the reality of this is Callum Van Moger, if other people calls him like that. I call him Callum. He is an Australian athlete, very famous for portraying Arnold in one of the movie called Bigger. He's an Australian actor. So he has come out, he has talked about his journey. He has been through major injuries as well, and he talks openly about those things. And even he advises, if you do not have those kind of dreams, if your body does not have those kind of requirements, it's pure nonsense to go for external testosterone chemicals and drugs. So when it is asked here on Quora to me that what are the main differences between Superdrol, Anadrol and Dynabol, so 2 years before, what I had to write was sounds gaining drugs to me. Google it up, as I have got no experience to talk about it then 2 years before, but I have learned about all these things from many of my resources, many of the videos that I found legit. And from that experience, I'm telling you that these products are not for everyone, especially for those who are not planning to stand next to Phil Heath on that Mr. Olympia stage, right? Or competing. Let me conclusively put it that way. So my only advice based on what I read and saw on many fitness channels is stay away from any of these chemical compounds just to speed up those gains. Rome wasn't built in a day. Arnold himself did not get that physique in 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years. It is so unfortunate that today's youth, आज का यूथ जो 17 साल का है, 19 साल का, मात्र 20 साल का है, वो चाह रहा है कि मेरे गेंस आर्नोल्ड से भी बड़े हों, मेरे बाइसेप्स ट्राइसेप्स मिला के 22 इंचेस के हों, मेरी थाइज ऐसी दिखें जैसे मिस्टर फिल हीथ की दिखती हैं ओलंपिया स्टेज पे। तो वो रिजल्ट जब उन लोगों को जिन्होंने प्रोड्यूस किया 20 ईयर्स में, तो तुम लोगों को 1 साल में कैसे मिलेगा? नंबर 1, यू आर चेकमेट एंड done in for your life there. Second, it's nonsense in that age to really even think of it. जब तुम्हें जिम गए हुए 5 से लेकर 10 साल नहीं हुए, तो तुम लोगों को उन चीज़ों की बात करनी भी नहीं चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से। अगर एक कॉम्पिटिंग एथलीट भी है तो मुझे लगता है कि वो पहले 5 साल दबा के मेहनत करता है, जानता है कि उसकी स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, उसकी वीकनेस क्या है, उसको क्या इन केमिकल कंपाउंड्स की जरूरत है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, शुरुआत के पहले महीने में आपको लग सकता है कि आप फिल हीथ से भी कम्पीट कर सकते हैं। अगर आपकी ज़्यादा चर्बी है आप में सोचने की, तो ऐसा सोचा जा सकता है, क्यों नहीं सोचा जा सकता? बट जरा 1 साल कंसिस्टेंटली वर्कआउट करके तो देखिए, एक मूव को 12 महीने के लिए रिपीट करके तो देखिए, एक मूव को 24 महीने के लिए जरा रिपीट करके देखिए, और फिर बताइए कि क्या आपको कंपीट करना है कि नहीं करना है। फिर सोचिए इन सभी चीजों के बारे में, ठीक है? सो ऑल्सो इफ यू डोंट वांट टू compete at any pro levels, there isn't any reason out there to opt for these chemical compounds what is being talked about here, right? So happy workouts and just stay smart to all the distractions, right? Let's talk about studies, and especially the plus 2 12th class, right? So I am a class 12th PCM student. I only have 5 months left to take the board exam. How do I prepare? So this is what I wrote 6 years back, And hi, I would like to share my experience where I had been in similar situation as that of yours, and of course it will surely help boost up your confidence, because I think from today onwards you have around 4 months to prepare. And based on my experience, let me be very clear to make you realize that you have more than enough time. Yes, you read that right, and I can say this because I had friends who had actually turned around things even in 2 months. At least it looked like that to me. I am not sure about the reality, what happened in the background. So I happened to do that for that amount of syllabus in 2 or 3 months, when really browsed through the whole syllabus very seriously. So yes, I had started preparing seriously from Jan. I think my boards were there at that point of time in around March, and we had probably 5 or 6 days in between those exams. For the whole March we would have the board exams. For various subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, computer science, English. So all these things, right? So I had started preparing seriously from Jan. We had board exams in March. I would also like to mention that I had been preparing for other exams till December. By other exams, I mean the competitive exams, IIT, JEE. We had another one, AIEEE, at that point of time when I wrote my board. And then there was Karnataka Common Entrance Examination as well. So I appeared for those, probably 5 or 6 examinations. Like a few government examinations were also there that I appeared to. Yeah, at that point of time I was appearing for, I think, the ND attempt too, as well, as far as I remember, for getting into defense services. That is another day's topic where I could not make it in my life. I think I still have few chances left, but I don't. Yeah, that is another day's topic anyway. So, but you must also know that the objective questions, as in other exams like JEE, Comet K, CT, etc., does not help you need to describe concepts in writing, and how actually you write answers matters a lot. So practice hard on writing. Maybe if possible, practice writing for at least 3 hours a day every day. So that was something that I followed. I found out that my weakness was portraying the answers, writing the answers, and writing on point, concise answers. So sometimes I would write just 2 or 3 lines, and sometimes it will be a bigger. So I had to know the root concepts, and then I had to practice writing. So I would tie myself up, because a single paper, for example, if you're appearing for your physics or chemistry paper, and if it is going to be a 3 hours paper, then you basically have to time yourself for those 3 hours to really take advantage of the preparations. If you are not able to sit for 3 hours here, how would you actually sit down there in the exam and perform? So that goes parallel with that thinking. So followings will take care of everything essential for your preparation. Also, I'm assuming that you may have just heard the concepts and not have gone through them from examination point of view even once. In my case, I just knew few concepts but had no clue what was the exact syllabus orientation during my preparation that I began in Jan. So go through these followings carefully. For each subject, make a separate workbook and jot down the syllabus. Ask your teacher for exam syllabus to be on safer side, because your friends may also be in similar situations. So write it down. Everyone has different approach and learning schedule. Pick the subject which you feel you haven't even touched once, the difficult one. I had physics, chemistry untouched at that point of time, from syllabus orientation wise, of course, and schedule them with top priority. I mean, having continuity in preparation, I feel it becomes really difficult if you consider every subject for preparation on the same day. Same day, all the subjects at once, bad idea. I kept preparing for physics for first 3 days, then chemistry, revised on Sunday. Next week, chemistry would be priority, and that follows. But have a continuation and perseverance, right, for these time period. Write at least 3 points for every single topic mentioned in the syllabus. Serves you your notes for revision. This can surely be done, and please take out around 6 hours a day from now itself. Those 6 hours excluding your sleep, eating, exercise, television, etc. What I mean here is basically you just take out your study time, and no matter what the function is, what the party is, what your external distractions are, nobody even from the heaven is going to distract you from those 4, 5, 6 hours, 8 hours. People, when it comes to board, people get really serious and they study for 16 hours as well. I have heard that people do that. I was never able to do that. The reality is I would study maximum 4 hours, 5 hours, and not on daily basis, I mean. So that was the reality I could remember as of now. But yeah, when the exams neared by, so I might have done something more, but not really to that extent. 16 hours, 6 hours and 7 hours of Good focus, quality time, untouched distractions can help you score the way you want to score. Do not leave your hobbies. What I mean by that is make sure you do exercise or whatever sport you play. Make sure you got your 6 hours dedicated for making notes though. So collect previous 2 to 3 years question papers as well. That is called question banks. They will give you a reality of what is being asked. जमाना क्या चल रहा है भाई, क्या पूछा जा रहा है ना, पिछले 2 साल से क्या आ रहा है, किस टॉपिक्स पे ज्यादा घुमाते हुए क्वेश्चन है. 1 मार्क्स 2 मार्क्स के देख लीजिए, मिल जाएंगे अच्छे से, और 4 to 6 मार्क्स तो आने ही चाहिए तुम्हें. कलेक्ट having even past 10 years question papers helps, even topic wise solved, etc. Refer these topic wise on weekends. Make sure you do not get lost in seeing the other topics you have touched in the first few weeks. See, nothing to worry about, as I said, you have ample time. These 3 points note making exercise will cover 80% of questions expected in exams, right? So that was my belief and it worked out for me at that point of time. Remaining 1 month, just practice question papers and you will feel familiarized with topics asked in previous papers. For weekends, do repeat the revision, right? Make sure you don't just read but write with full understanding. आप पूरा बस ऐसे ही रट्टा नहीं मारो, उसे अंडरस्टैंडिंग से पढ़ोगे तो बहुत ज़्यादा असर रहेगा. कम से कम इंजीनियरिंग तक तो नहीं भूलोगे उसे, ठीक है. कॉलेज के फर्स्ट ईयर में भी बहुत ज़रूरत पड़ने वाली है. इफ़ यू आर एन इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स एंड medicals as well. So writing may not interest you initially, but that would be the most helpful in exam. Write with points, with thorough understanding, and make use of conceptual diagrams if you can. So हमारा mental memory map ऐसा होता है कि if there are figures to understand, you really keep it consciously in a bigger memory state. You know, figures के साथ में बहुत अच्छा समझ आता है presentation mode mein. So maybe take diagrams, make notes while try out some pictures, and those things can really help you make those quality notes, right? So I would suggest you to let yourself free from extra tuitions or other coaching classes and just concentrate on your exams, right? During this period, I don't think any competitive exam preparations will help you anyway. So if you prepare your basic concepts really well, those are going to be your fundas for your competitive exam that is coming anyway. So mugging up is not a way to approach. Remember, you have time left even to score more than 85%. I am saying ideally there is chance for scoring more than 90%, but at least to be on safer side, 85% you should be able to if you have been starting to prepare in January. You see, everything will be very easy if you can willingly maintain the consistency. I intended to stress more on syllabus and the same worked out for me. I hope this helps. Remember, if things are tough for you, the same are challenging for others, candidates as well. Have faith and consistency in whatever you do. Disclaimer, it's just how I prepared for the exam personally. Intended to share my experience as I felt would be worth knowing for someone in similar situation. You may know at your own will. You may know and follow at your own will, right? Why do I get shocks in the gym when touching weights? Really consult a physio regarding shocks. You may though start your workout by doing proper warm-up first. That's the key to any workout, especially when you ain't pro. When you are not a pro. Highlighted pro because pros are really freaks and they surely do workout throughout the years. At that point of time, I felt that in 2018. So if you really are concerned about avoiding injuries or say the muscle shocks, it becomes essential to not forget the importance of complementing your workouts with proper warm-up session before proceeding with the resistance training. Warm-ups are really important for your joints and avoiding injuries. So hope this helps. Happy workouts. Be regular. It's a fun activity. Regards. I feel sleepy after gym. Is it okay? भाई नींद आ रही है जिम करने के बाद में, क्या ये ओके है? Only thing okay after a gym session is feeling hungry and willingness to eat right food. Every other feeling is secondary and depends on lifestyle. Okay, sleep, but after fueling yourself. अबे सो जा, बट खाना खा के सो तो ज़्यादा बेटर है, और अच्छा खाना खा के सो. खाने का मतलब जो बॉडी में इंटेक कर रही हो न्यूट्रिशियस रिच फूड होना चाहिए. Also, there is no point going to gym and sleeping without eating healthy. I go to gym, have my gym session with required intensity. I fill myself up with healthy food, and next I serve office hours. So that was the time pre-COVID when we used to work out and then go to office and serve our duties or whatever. So happy workouts, eat healthy. And that will be all for today. Happy day.